my lovely viewers, welcome back with LeinRa. Okay, now we're going to watch Shadowverse episode 4. So, without further ado, let's watch this episode. Wow, get ignored. Feels bad. Oh my god. we are really going by Mimori? This girl's perspective, this whole episode. I guess she doesn't realize it. Yeah, she doesn't realize it. It's like every fucking time the Team Rocket do some disguises in the Pokemon anime, and the universe really just doesn't realize it, even though it's very obvious for us, the audience. I still don't like these henshins, this not transformation sequences. They're not actually transforming. It just looks annoying. Who the fuck plays that? Oh god. Man. And then what do you mean SSW of Forest Craft? The class with most work is probably Haven Craft. They have an entire deck consists of that. Wow, that's a classic. This card actually saw a lot of play back then. That's kinda ironic, considering Laser was actually used in an aggressive deck, because the fact that she gives that protection against spell damage to your whole board at such cheap cost means that your aggression is harder to stop. This Alice girl has been using all the good cards as well from the Shadowcraft class. Well, back then it was good anyway. Although I think Colby's is still seeing used a lot back, even right now. We're not actually skipping turns here, we're actually seeing each of them. Oh my god. Yeah, sure, go ahead. What? No! Why would you do that? Of course, why? Unless you know what you're doing. She's kinda lucky, I guess, that she gets the license of the fairy. No, that's not even a rookie mistake, actually. She just literally did not read the card. Oh, this guy used to solo play a lot as well. But not anymore. There's just so many much better 2PP4s for Shadow right now. And there are other ways to gain graveyard, they call this, not Shadow. More efficiently too. Ooh, turn 8 already. Well, so much for me saying they didn't skip turns. Oh no, yeah, about that. They're not in a good spot right now. Also, no one had played this card in his deck at all. I remember playing this card back in a Neptis deck, when there wasn't that much option for spells for that deck, because that deck needs a lot of spell. Wow, E4 face, what a true smart player. She's not really smoking in this deck with this deck though. It's more like wonky mid range. So yeah, that's the only card. Then it is also her ace card. I wonder what's the effect though. Actually, lots of the so-called combo forest cards, the old ones, not many of them are still played today. That's so lucky, since it's all random, right? Yeah, that's fun enough. That's fun enough explanation. Skull Rider is even sadder when you know the context, because There is already a card that does the same thing at the same cost with her at a lower graveyard cost as well. So that's kinda. She's literally playing a power crack card. She got her race card. Again, what does it do? It definitely has to do with the fairies. Because her deck seems to... Oh, a bounce. Well, you can bounce the fairy to draw. Normally they wouldn't be enough, but especially nowadays, there are a lot of cards that interact with the fairies. Okay, let's see what this card do actually. What this card does. That's pretty typical board buff. +1/+1 to all. So not just fairies then. Yeah, it has to be something else. There has to be something else. Okay, we're talking now. Oh, it's what? That kind of card. The one that has 2 combo effect. Oh, you get Storm. Nice. That's little, I think. That's 4, 7, 10, 13. Yeah, that's enough. That's kind of funny. There is another forest card deck that kind of works that way, actually. And it was made last expansion, too. It does work with buffing the fairies with Storm and +1/+1 and something like that. Okay, we're entering tournament arc. Okay, then. About time, honestly. Okay, that was a wholesome episode, actually. Wow, yeah. I love how the one episode that has kind of like very... The one that is actually feels so much better so far, at least so far, than the other episodes. But yeah, that was actually awesome. That was like, yeah, I actually like that episode. I guess it's more like, I don't really like Hero as a character so far. Well, not really like, it's just, there is nothing much that is endearing from him. Mio Memory is at least a waifu. Yeah, that was a very heartwarming episode, I'd say. The Alice girl is, well, we haven't seen much from her, but she's not as annoying as I thought she would be. Considering she's from that archetype of those cutesy little idol. I usually I have personal distaste towards that kind of character, so yeah. I'm happy she's, at least so far, not that annoying in that regard. Although that's maybe because she was undercover at the time, so who knows. Okay, about the card, Real Fairy. Well, in the current meta, she is probably not that great, sadly. Not because the card is bad, personally. Personally, I think the card is actually can be good if it was during the time that Storm Fairy deck was actually still good in Shadowverse, because there was a similar deck where you get a lot of fairies in your hand, buff them in, and then buff them, and then give them Storm, and then go face and win. There is a deck something like that as well, and it can actually won even faster than than how the anime depicts it so far. It can literally win at turn 6 or 7 instead of what was that turn 9, turn 10. Because the one thing first, they can buff the fairies in the hand, and then also give the storm in the hand. And the second one, the main buffers that were used is definitely cheaper than Real Life Fairy, which is at 5. It was Divine Spinach at 4 PP, which is technically it's a 1 PP, give +1/+1. Give +1 attack and rush to all the 1 PP forms in your hand, but it has enhanced 4. So you can play it at 4 PP to give them +1 attack and storm instead. So yeah, it's technically more like costing 4, but you can use it for 1 costing 1 if you can give it if you can give the fairy storm with the other buffers, which is Amatas, which is a legendary, just like real life fairy, but instead of costing 5, it's costing 3, and then also he got a bunch of other effects as well, making himself very bulk up for a 3 people forward, depending on the amount of your fairies, and of course giving your fairies +1/+1 in store, and he's only at 3 PP instead. So, yeah. Obviously, Real Fairy is much weaker than Amadas and Defense Meeting, as you can see, but maybe playing against a one-off is not a bad idea in the deck. If it was still meta, but again, it wasn't anymore. It had its time, let's just say that. So, there was a time that this card can definitely be good. It was even a long time ago. But in the current expansion, I don't see it. There's literally even no. But I can see it being at least in a playable deck instead of something like Ace Dragon or the quality of the Ace monster the Ace follower has been increasing. So in each episode, we went from Ignis Dragon, who was fairly basic, all things considered, and it's really designed as a very anime comeback card because of the free in the AoE. And then we got the Dark Emperor, which was, I'd say, even more than Ignis Dragon because it doesn't do much of anything, to be very honest. It does, especially the fact that it needs vengeance as well. Then again, there is not that much great vengeance cards in the first place. It's the one thing that Cyclones has been in a struggle to balance because it's a high risk, high reward mechanic in a card game. So, and then there's the Time Witch, not Time Wizard. I call it Time Wizard, but it's a Time Witch, which is, I say, can potentially good even in current meta because one is a thing. And then we have Real Fairy, which could have been good in some previous meta where the aggro variant of Forestcraft deck was actually the one being dominant, but not current meta because current meta doesn't favor aggro Forestcraft decks. Maybe unlimited format, it's possible, I guess. But I feel like people has been playing the combo Forest deck instead for unlimited instead of the aggro, so who knows. Anyway, that is my reaction and review to Shadowverse episode 4. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a like, subscribe for more videos from me. And as always, thanks for